Hello everyone and welcome back to Causes Gaming. Today we got really weird news. And we're going to talk about PewDiePie, as you might have guessed from the title of the video. Because an insane petition has been started on change.org. A petition to ban PewDiePie for YouTube. Which itself, honestly, I think is sort of understandable. There is going to be a lot of people who are not fans of PewDiePie. But yeah, we also need to remember there's 93 million people who are his fans. But the reason for this petition is just insane. Apparently, the author of this petition thinks that PewDiePie is a white supremacist. Yes, you heard correctly. PewDiePie, a white supremacist. So let's start by taking a look at the petition itself, which says, remove white supremacist content from YouTube. Oh, it's actually reloaded so we can see how many people have signed this. 78,416 people. 17 right now. So actually, this petition has been promoted by Maria Ruiz, and let's see what she has to say. In the wake of the most recent mosque shooting, I believe it is time to take action as a community and remove white supremacist content from our platforms. One of the largest platforms for white supremacist content is PewDiePie's YouTube channel. And here we start with the insanity. PewDiePie has on many occasions proven once and again to promote and affiliate himself with white supremacist and Nazi ideologies. Worst of all, his channel is very much aimed towards children in their formative years. The New Zealand mosque shooter even mentioned PewDiePie by name and asked people to subscribe. Yeah, no. PewDiePie is not a white supremacist. But let's take a look at some of the things she is saying that make him a white supremacist. He used the N slur twice in 2 separate videos and has hired people to say the N slur. Yeah, he did that. But how does this make him a white supremacist? I really don't see it. It's a slur. There are slurs against white people. And I'm pretty sure that many other people have said those slurs against white people. Does that make them, I don't know, if they're Asian supremacist? If they are black, does that make him black supremacist? Nah, no. He has promoted videos that contain Adolf Hitler speeches and anti-Semitic cartoons. Yeah, he did use Adolf Hitler speeches in his videos and some anti-Semitic cartoons. For parody. Okay, next is he paid Indian men on a website, which is called Fiverr, to hold up signs that says, "Death to all Jews." Again, for the purposes of parody. By the way, I'm Jewish origin. I personally am not a Jew. I'm atheist, but I do come of a Jewish family. My grandfather's mother died during the Second World War, and most of his family did as well. So, yeah, I think PewDiePie was anti-Semitic. I would not particularly like him, but no, he's not really anti-Semitic. He performed a Nazi Heil in one of his videos for parody purposes. He used images of famous African Americans, here we have some examples, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Barack Obama, captioned with wrong names. I honestly don't know of this one, so I will not say whether this was done in parody, though I would assume it is. He made a clip of a man dressed as Jesus holding a sign stating, "Hitler did absolutely nothing wrong." Does this person really don't understand comedy and parody? I really sounds like they don't. He makes rape jokes because sometimes rape jokes are funny. rape itself is not funny, but rape jokes, sometimes they are, because, you know, different people have different kinds of humor, and I personally like black humor. I really like humor that involves people getting murdered, people getting dismembered, and sometimes, yeah, a rape joke can be really funny. And the last allegation is, in his face swapping video, he repeatedly uses an image of Leslie Jones to represent Harambe, the gorilla killed in the Cincinnati Zoo last year. I'm not a fan of PewDiePie. I don't watch his videos, honestly. I'm not even subscribed to him. But this seems like it's been very likely done for parody purposes. And on the end of her petition, we find that Sean Vaughnman of Campo Anto Studios, which developed the popular game Firewatch, has filed DMCA reports to remove the streams containing his games from the internet. Even though PewDiePie streams have brought his company over 5.7 million views, Mr. Vanman saw the dangers. The Disney Corporation also saw the dangers and terminated all contracts with PewDiePie. Those are not allegations. That's just what other people did. That doesn't make him liable for anything. Up until 2017, YouTube considered his content brand safe. In 2017, they took minor action to appease angered customers. It is not enough. Even if PewDiePie cleaned up his act, his comment sections are still a cesspool of white supremacist activities and commentaries. So, you're gonna ban somebody because of what happens, of what other people are doing. That's completely logical. So, let's say that you have a friend that stole something. You should go to prison because you were his friend. That's the same exact logic. And it's complete nonsense. At what point is YouTube legally responsible for the content it provides and allows on the platform? I believe that his actions constitute a clear and present danger to society. YouTube's guidelines state, if content is intended to be humorous or satirical, it may remain online, even if it's offensive or in poor taste. However, if the uploader's intent is to incite violence or hatred, it will be removed. How long will YouTube remain negligent? As long as PewDiePie is doing stuff for comedic and satirical and parody purposes and he's not inciting violence. That's how long. And she's saying it's time to remove PewDiePie from YouTube permanently and develop AI to find and remove extremist material instead of having the SPLC do their work for them. Oh man. This is one of the points where AI could actually one day prove to be amazing. If we manage to learn AI's what satire, what parody, what comedy is, though I doubt that will happen anytime soon, having it clean up people and figuring out whether they're actually serious or just saying jokes could be actually the solution to so much online trouble nowadays. But this is not happening. And removing PewDiePie just because you don't like his commenters, just because you personally don't like his content, is nonsense. So, this is an issue for a simple reason. And it's not the fact that 78,000 people have signed a petition. It's not the fact that this petition even exists. Miss Ruiz has all the right to make this petition. And everyone who signs this petition, for whatever reason they're doing it, has a right to do that. And to death, I will defend their right to do that. The problem that might, at this point, might come of this is the fact that corporations might listen to this. And it is my own personal feeling, this is not a fact, this is just my opinion. And the reason for this is people in leadership positions at corporations, including technological corporations, still don't really understand the internet. Which is sort of sad. When you think that Google, or Alphabet as its parent company is now known, doesn't really understand how the internet works. And the fact is that, yes, almost 80,000 people have signed this petition, which might sound like a pretty big number. It's like, oh man, almost 80,000 people want YouTubers banned? But you have to take that into comparison. The people who will sign this petition, and that's assuming they're all signing it because they agree with it, not because they want to bring attention to something that they find silly, which honestly is the case just by looking at the comments. See? This is one of the reasons for signing. This petition is stupid. Ban social justice warriors instead. This is the most popular reason for signing this petition. The fact is, this is actually a very low number of people. And to demonstrate that, let's actually take a look at the live feed of how many subscribers PewDiePie has. And I know this is the PewDiePie versus T-Series, and subscribe to PewDiePie to have him not lose against corporations. I don't give a crap. If you want to subscribe to him, do it because you like his content. That's my own personal opinion. But take a look at this number. 93 million people are subscribed to him. And yes, obviously not all of them will be watching his content, but it shows that a great deal of people do actually like PewDiePie. So let's actually take this number into a calculator. Let's make it into 93.5 million people. And divide it by 100. That leaves us with 935,000 people, which is 1% of PewDiePie's subscriber base. That's 1% of his subscriber base. Compare that with the number of people who have signed the petition. Let's divide that nicely. And that leaves us with a 0.08% disapproval rate, which is so negligible that it's freaking impressive, actually. Like, seriously, the amount of people who would subscribe to PewDiePie for whatever reason compared to the amount of people who signed a petition to ban him is so ridiculously out of whack that it just shows you that so many more people like PewDiePie rather than dislike him. And now you might say, but what if all of them are white supremacists? Fair point. But very likely no. Very, very likely no. I don't know what needs to happen at this point. What I do know that needs to happen, though it doesn't and cannot happen, is PewDiePie getting banned. Because it would just show that a loud minority of people, and an insanely small minority of people compared to the rest, can wield power in situations where they shouldn't wield power. And when a minority is making decisions for the majority, that is the antithesis of democracy. It's something we cannot allow to happen. And sadly, in the past, it has happened so many times because, as I said again, corporations do not understand the internet. In the past, if you got 80,000 letters complaining about something, that was an insane campaign against you. Because writing a letter, going to the post, and sending it takes effort. It takes time out of your life. It's your valuable time that you spend doing something. But the internet completely changed that paradigm. What you do now is, while you're sitting on the toilet, you browse the internet and you're like, oh, PewDiePie, oh, I don't like him. Yeah, sure, let's get him banned. And you signed a petition. That's how it happens. It took you a minute of your life that you would otherwise probably spend playing Candy Crush. So, companies really do need to start working with percentages. Companies really do need to start looking at what the majority of people wants, not what the loud minority wants, because they do get the news. And I know I'm part of this problem right now because I am giving them news coverage. But sadly, we humans are built in a way that we want to hear negative news. And thus, it is more likely that we will click on negative news. I don't think we can do much about it. I don't know how to save the human race under this. But we really do need to prevent PewDiePie from getting banned, if it ever comes to this, though I doubt that will actually happen. But still, the fact that such a petition even exists and that it is getting a good amount of media traction, even from serious, quote-unquote, serious outlets, and not just random idiots like me online, shows that this is a problem. And we need to make this problem go away. So I urge you, if you have any idea of how to battle this problem, leave a comment with your suggestion. And please don't have your suggestion just be ban somebody else. Because then you're not part of the solution. Then you're part of the problem. Because instead of them wanting to ban PewDiePie because they don't like them, you're suggesting you ban somebody because you don't like them. The solution has to come in a different way. Sadly, I don't know the solution. But again, if you do, be sure to leave it in a comment. And if you liked the video, consider leaving a like, maybe even subscribing for future news that comes from the gaming community. See you guys later with more gaming content.